Hi succulents friends, welcome to my channel The Way to Succulents, The Way to Happiness. Today is my day 7 with COVID. Before dinner I had a test and it was still positive, but I did feel like slightly better, so wish me luck for recovering faster. I wish I could go out. That's not me. For today's one day one succulent is this guy. Ta-da! Have a look. You may say, oh wait, I have it. Actually there is another type of it look really similar with this one, and it's very common to find in the market as well. And the common one is called Crassula ovata golem. This name is from the famous writer J.R.R. Tolkien's famous novel The Lord of the Rings. But this is not a golem. It's another book he wrote. It's called Hobbit. And this is quarantine-crassulacaea hobbit. And you may see what's the differences between them. The golem, the tip of the leaves, the section is much bigger. And this hobbit is much tinier. You see the section is much tinier. The golem one people also call it Shrek's ear, ogre ear, but this is called hobbit. Remember, it's hobbit is different, but they are all belong to the Crassula family, so they have similar habitats. They are all from South Africa, so they are not hardy. And the lowest temperature it can bear is 20 Fahrenheit, which is nearly -7 degrees centigrade. If you live in somewhere climate, and then definitely you need to bring it. Definitely you need to bring it back indoor, otherwise it will be killed by the frost and the coldness. Like majority of the jade, it will come up with little star, white or pink flower in the winter time. But winter time is their dormant season, and so in the winter time you don't need to water them often. The signal they give us is if the leaves, you see for example this one, actually I do need to water it. The leaves are not firm, it's kind of like shrinking, and that means it's thirsty. And you can also touch the soil. And if you have a tester, it will be much more helpful just to put it in and then see whether it's wet or not, because it can go much deeper. Our finger normally don't go really deep. Double check to make sure you are correct, because over water this guy will definitely kill it. It can bear like a certain drought, like a couple months or even 3 months in the winter time. If you neglect it without watering it, it can still make it. It just doesn't look as gorgeous as it's supposed to be, but it wouldn't die. But if you water it too much or unnecessary, it will definitely kill it. I will share another video about how to not kill succulents. Summer is the growing season, so water it. They compare with majority of the succulents, this guy actually they do like during the growing season they do like to be watered a bit more often. Like I would do, if I grow it indoor, I will do like every 2 weeks I will water once, and if it's outdoor I will just let the rain help me out. But I will definitely plant it in a really good drainage soil. I will definitely plant it in really good drainage soil. If I plant it outdoor, let the rain help me, because in the summertime I do have a lot of rain in Wisconsin. If it doesn't have a really good drainage, definitely it will be killed too. How to propagate the leaves? You can take the leaves from the really bottom next to the stem and then take it off like this, and put it on a piece of paper, let it get fully callous for 2 to 3 days, and then just put on the top of soil after around 4 weeks, and it will start rooting. Once it starts rooting, actually this is a fast grower. it can just grow a really like a baby one really quick. So that's really good. That's like a majority of the jade. They are really good and easy for propagation. Another way is you can just cut. For example, if I want, actually I do want to take this piece off because jade plants are really good for bonsai. Even though this is not like the round, the oval shape jade leaves, this can be used as a good bonsai plant as well. So I want to give it a good shape. In that situation, I will just take one of the bottom branch off like this. And even this guy, actually, in order to make it survive better, I will take some of its leaves to reduce the pressure for the roots to form. So in that situation, actually, it can help it forming roots faster. If it's with a lot of leaves, actually, it takes a longer time for its roots. So that's the second way for its propagation. Of course, the third way is the seeds, but on the condition is pollinated. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. I will just take another piece off. I should take a knife, but this is not that hard, so I just use my finger, use my hand. And like I did before, in order to reduce the pressure for this plant to root, I will just take some of the leaves off for them to propagate. That's a good shape. And you see this guy, I can leave it there. Eventually it will grow into another branch. And then I can get it propagate again. That's amazing about this plant. Have a look at this. This is a guy I found on the surface of the soil. And then you see its roots. And actually it also has, have a look. The camera. You see at the end there is a fresh green. That's the new baby plant is growing. Yay, wonderful. For sunlight, like I always say, some of the succulents, they love sunlight, but they don't love direct sunlight. This jade plant is an exception. They love direct sunlight, so each day a good 6 hours plus sunlight would be really necessary for them to look good. And you may say, what do they look good? The edge of their foliage would turn like a reddish or pinkish color, and then the leaves wouldn't be dark green, and it will turn kind of like a yellowish color. It's much prettier. But like I always say, even if you want to put it in the direction, don't put it directly out at noon time. You can put it out in the morning and let it get used to the sunlight. It's much better. Otherwise, it will get shocked and it will get burnt. That's all what I'm sharing for today. I hope you learned something about this plant and about succulents. If you like our video, please give us a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed the channel, do it because I will share more and more videos about succulents caring. Bye for now.